Hi everybody, this is Osprey from MyChartCoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look here at the Bitcoin chart real quick, and then we're going to take a look at GBTC, and then we're going to look at some of the stocks that were in play today. So first up, take a look here at Bitcoin. Broke above 10,000, so yeah, it didn't just break 10,000, it blew right through it. As you can see here, it's at 10,625. It's just really all over the place. It was above 10,800. So yeah, it didn't just break 10,000. It blew right through it. And so yeah, as you can see here, look at the high was up here. Well, I guess it's saying the high was 10,775. So yeah, this was an amazing day here for Bitcoin and everybody that's into the Bitcoin stocks. And yeah, congratulations everyone. This could be the start of the next push higher. Just keep in mind that when December comes and the ETFs start trading, that the bears are going to be out and trying to attack this rally. More than likely, that's the game plan. And so yeah, so right now though it's party time, and it keeps pushing higher. So since yeah, it's running, what we want to do is take a look at the all the Bitcoin stocks and blockchain stocks that have pulled back over the last couple of days. Keep those on bounce radar. They are setting up, and so yeah, we should get some bounce plays if Bitcoin stays strong. If you look here at GBTC, it's been pushing super hard. It's above the it's trading above the premium right now. It's pushed all the way up here at where did it close at 1470 was the close, and then it hit a high today of 1611. So yeah, so you have the share price now of GBTC trading above the one share of Amazon, which is pretty crazy. So what happened is it broke above the 1,000 level. That's what we were looking for. If you could see back here that it hit 1,000, it pulled back, came back up to 1,000 zone, pulled back again, and then finally when it closed above 1,000 on last Friday, that signaled it wanted to head higher. And then Monday and Tuesday have been just giant moves. The long upper wick on today's candle does signal some profit taking, and today three bearish three gap ups reversal pattern did form. So this is a signal that the chart is getting really frothy and GBTC is getting ahead of itself. So as soon as more than likely when if Bitcoin takes a pause, this should be taking a pause as well and working its way back into the bands. On this chart here, this is a cloud chart, and right now you can see the candles are riding this blue line. That's the blue conversion line. You want to see the candle stay above that level, and you want to see this blue line stay above the red baseline. Now, if the baseline, if the blue conversion line crosses over the baseline of the downside, that's going to be a signal the chart's cooling down. So it really needs to stay above that level for the chart to stay hot. You can see it's well above the conversion line right now, and it is trading above cloud support on huge volume. So we'll be following all the Bitcoin stocks and blockchain stocks tomorrow. So be sure to check us out. You can check us out in our chat. We have a crypto chat going, and we're going to be charting all the bounce plays. So yeah, be sure to check it out. Take a look at INPX. It's now above 50 on RSI, and yeah, so it's back in the bull zone. The key today on this chart is the close above the 100-day simple moving average. That's the gold line. It's currently at 0.408, and so as you can see, you have to go off this chart to find the last close above that level. The 200-day simple moving average is all the way up at $1.44, so that's quite a distance from this level. So this is a huge move. It did close above the middle Bollinger Band and the 50-day simple moving average yesterday after dropping below. If it can stay above the 100-day simple moving average, it's going to signal more upside potential. And then you want to see a close above this closing price here. It looks like on the 20th of October. If it can get above this 52.53 resistance zone, that's going to signal it wants to head higher. So keep an eye on INPX. Now CIE is bouncing down here. Notice how you have RSI now it crossed back above 30. That's a signal signal the chart's heating up. You want to see it stay above 30 now, and Fasto's back above 20. So this is we found support down here the last couple of weeks. It's been trying to hold this 40 zone. You could see there was what's looking kind of interesting is the big volume spike here. So notice it was the biggest volume day since back here. It closed today above EMA's 4 and 8 as well. Notice the pink and the lime line. That's the first close above EMA 8. I mean, it closed right at it on this candle, and then really you have to go off this chart to find a close well above EMA 8. That's not even really above. It's right at the level. So this is really the first close above EMA 8 in months. And so if it can stay above that level, currently at 42 cents, then it'll remain in play. If it drops back below, that's going to signal more consolidation and a risk to hold. It's really only in play if it stays above that level. It's got to be above EMA's 4 and 8. And then the next key resistance level to break is this orange line, EMA 13 at 46. It hit that level before. If it can get above it, then it's the middle Bollinger Band at 52. So keep an eye on it. It has the volume spike. It has the crossovers on MACD, and it had a PSAR bull flip. The green dots are now below the candles, so it's heating up. We'll see if it can follow through. So CPRX is breaking out. It's up 13% today, and it's totally breaking out on the daily chart. As you can see, this is a weekly chart, and notice this is so the low was down here in April of 2016. And notice how it's totally made just an incredible uptrend since that time, and it's currently making a new 52-week high, so it's breaking out. And when a stock's doing that, we like to look at the weekly chart and a longer time frame to find resistance. And so as you can see here, this is filling the jar back up to this July 2015 resistance zone. So that's up here. That's going to put it at about 530. So that's the target. Is this 530 to 5? And then you have the upper wick up here on this candle. So you have this 530 to 580 zone here. It would be the target that it's heading towards. As you can see, this is what we call filling the jar. So it's filling it back to the prior level. And so it's been it's been taking a while to do this. It's not going straight up, but it's working its way that direction. This is what we call a really nice long-term swing trade chart. As long as the middle Bollinger Band keeps holding when tested, the signal is you can just keep riding. And so sometimes these stocks, it's better just to do nothing and just ride. And this is one of those charts. So as long as the uptrend's intact, the long-term outlook is to keep riding. Okay, let's look at BTSC. This stock has been on one heck of a run. Look here at RSI. It's up here. It's got 95. It's pushing really hard on RSI. Last time it got like this back here. What was that? That was on the last big run back in May. So when it had the parabolic spike, look how similar the chart is. It's got the same spike, the same Eiffel Tower look, and then notice that RSI, it's actually above, it looks like that level now. But you can see, that this is it's very frothy. Okay, so it's up 11 days in a row. I mean, it doesn't get much more frothy than that, right? I mean, it's been one heck of a run. I mean, it's up another 25% today. I mean, we nailed the call down here in the the double bottom bounce play. I could show you another chart where we called this bottom, and it was right down here at 5 cents. And so now it's up here at 45. It hit 48. So so you're talking about big time percentage gains from if you would have loaded in October when we were calling a bottom on this, or if you missed that and you got it like when we alerted it was breaking the middle Bollinger Band, or when it was breaking other key resistance levels. This turned out to be one of those stocks you could just keep riding, and it's been one heck of a big winner. So congrats everybody. To learn more about these stocks and to not miss out on the next ones, you got to come check out our chat. I'll put a link below the YouTube video so you can come check it out. And so since this is super breaking out, what we're doing is we're tracking the action on the 15-minute chart, and so we're looking for a breakdown. Now what happened here on the 27th is it formed this ascending triangle pattern, and then it did break above today, the top, and so we were looking for a break above this 11:15 close on the 27th, and that finally happened here at 1:30, and so that was signaling more upside potential, but it pulled back immediately. And notice how it held the dotted purple line. That's the middle Bollinger Band, currently at 43 cents. It needs to hold that level, and now it's right back up. You can see the upper wick on the last candle of the day hit that 47 resistance zone. It needs to break that. That's the high here on the candle here at 1:30, and so that's the big level to bust through. And then notice that it closed right at that key resistance level. So it needs to bust through this zone. It's got to get through the top here of this horizontal resistance level, and then get through 47, and then it could continue higher. You never know. It could keep pushing higher. It's been on one heck of a run. Now if it finally does cool down, we'll first know by the middle Bollinger Band breaking, and that's at 43 here. So if it drops below 43, that's going to be a signal tomorrow that it's cooling down, and you might want to lock them in and head to the sidelines, because it's going to be really nice reload on a pullback. There's lots of, there's gaps on this chart to fill, and penny stocks like to fill gaps, so that's the risk to holding. These stocks were made to be trade the over-the-counter stocks like this, certain stocks are better for long-term plays, but certain stocks you've just got to trade them. And so if this breaks down, you've got the 50 simple moving average here at 39. That's the big support level to hold. So you have 43 and 39. If it drops below 39, that signals that it's really cooled down. It's gonna do some consolidation, and then you'd be looking at 28. There's a big gap over here on the chart. There's another gap over here. So yeah, so keep an eye on BTSC. Great move, everyone. Okay, look at CIIX. This is another OTC stock. It's up 36% today. It had the nice move above the 100-day simple moving average on a big volume spike. Yesterday was the clue that it was heating up, because it closed above the green line. It closed above the 50-day simple moving average for the first time since back here in July and August. And then sometimes they don't follow through, like back here in July and August, and it pulled back and it continued downtrend. But today, it actually followed through. It broke back above the 50-day simple moving average after the gap down open, and it ended up closing above the next big level, which was the 100-day simple moving average at 68 here, 678. And so it needs to turn that level into support to head higher. If it can stay above the 68 level, then it could possibly run up here to the 300 and 200-day simple moving average at 87 and 93. So those are the targets if it can hold 88. Big volume spike today. Keep an eye on it. And then one more is a marijuana sector stock here. This is ETST. Like I said in the last video, the U.S. Marijuana sector is really heating up, and we're finding lots of plays. This is a thinly traded stock, but what happens is you got to keep an eye on these things. When the U.S. marijuana sector starts running, you get stocks breaking out on light volume, and then volume picks up, and then next thing you know, it's a really strong trade. It's a really good play, and so you don't want to miss out. So we're trying to keep track of everything and posting alerts in our marijuana chat and in our premium chat and our on our online here. And so what we're also doing is we're tracking all the plays in the Canadian sector as well, and now the U.S. sector is trying to catch up. The Canadian sector went nuts. U.S. sectors, there's a lot that are really popping, and so you have ETST here above the 100-day simple moving average. It needs to turn that level into support, currently at 58. If it can hold that level, that would be very bullish. It's hitting the next level, the 300-day simple moving average at 85. It hit that today and pulled back. If it can get above that and then get above this 200-day simple moving average at 99, that's when it could really get moving. The promising thing is the big volume spike today, so we'll see. It's been starting this new uptrend. We're going to see if it can break above resistance and get heading higher. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, check us out at MyChartCoach.com and our YouTube channel at MyChartCoach.com. Okay, thank you.